because the smoke keeps following me. Okay, this is my first prototype for my rocket stove. It will be much larger than this, so there'll be lots of different things. You can see lots of smoke coming out the back, some smoke coming out the front, but not really a lot. It's been through one load of wood. I just put some more paper in there to try and get the fire started again. One thing that I noticed is that when the fire goes out or starts to go out, you see how it's good. When the fire starts to go out, we get backdraft through the front. Now this is, like I said, this is a very, very first prototype, so I didn't expect that it would be a huge success. But we did get it roaring. We heard the roar of the rocket. Don't know if any of you have ever played with a rocket stove before, but we heard the roar of the rocket. And the heat coming out here was probably 2 feet above the blocks, and no sign of smoke on that end. So while the rocket was going, it was working as designed. Now there are a lot of things that are going to have to be changed. Like I said, this is a first prototype, but as far as a first prototype, I think it is a success. Because it did start to burn hot and clean, and there was no sign of smoke when the temperatures were hot, about 2 feet above the current chimney. That split in the center right there, that is where the burn chamber ends, and it's just a piece of broken block, so the smoke, it'll burn in the chamber and then it goes over the top into the second chamber. This is our first bell. There will actually be 2 bells. I don't know why they call them bells, but that's what they call them. So this is our burn chamber, our feeding tube, in a sense. Burn chamber, the fire, when it's fully roaring, you can see there's a little crack right here, and you can see the flames actually pulling back into the burn chamber, so that's really neat. And then this is our first bell, and when it's actually built, rather than having bricks on top, this will be a sheet of metal for a cooking surface. So there's a lot of things that I'm still planning on doing, a lot of changes that need to be made, but I think our first test is a success.